Hi, everyone. Good evening, Arizona, and welcome to Hanging Out with Fleur. And tonight, we're actually hanging out with me and Miss or Dr. Rochelle Miller.
Hello.
Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and super excited tonight kasi we're gonna be bringing you to a place na ang hirap marating. And our guest tonight will bring us there and will tell us how she won the lottery. So again, she actually won the lottery, but it didn't make her a millionaire. It didn't make her a millionaire in life experiences and non-tangible things, immaterial ang kanyang pagkapanalo sa lottery. And we're super happy that she was chosen one of the few na marating yung ang ingay nito. Marating ang tinatawag na The Wave here in Arizona. And later on, we'll share some photos of the wave and you'll figure out why they called it the wave. Pero bago yon, let's watch, let me introduce you our guest. I mentioned her name already, Dr. Rochelle Miller. She's a colleague of mine. She's a nurse as well. Pero super to the nth level na ang narating niya sa kanyang educational attainment. And we will ask her and find out what made her decide to pursue higher degree of studies. So, ayan. So, ako na to. So, I have to share my screen. But before that, I'd like to ask everyone, sana naman po paki-share yung live stream namin sa YouTube. It's My F Magazine. And on Facebook, it's F Magazine Live. So, we do this 2 to 3 times a month. And minsan maraming viewers, minsan konti kasi di kami nakakapag-advertise properly. But we super appreciate everyone who takes their time to watch us. And if you have any suggestion, just send me a Facebook Messenger sa Facebook. And maybe we can feature you or if you have any friends na very interesting ang story. But tonight, super saya ko na kahit hindi ako nakarating dun sa lugar na yon, I will have the experience of a lifetime through sharing ng photos ni Dr. Miller mamaya. Pero nga, because it's a lottery, in our advertisement, yung teaser namin, you can't win if you don't play. So, paano naman ako mananalo sa lottery? Eh, hindi naman ako nag-join. Pero again, well, how do you join? So, we will know about that later. And mag-shout out muna tayo sa Team Ka-Healthy. Thank you so much for always supporting us. And shout out daw tayo kay Mark Cecil from Calgary, Canada. Oh my God, hi! All the way from Canada. Sana mag-open na no, para makabalik ako ng Banff. Oh, one of my most fave places on earth. Robin, Team Ka-Healthy. Grabe naman. Maynard TV, puro Team Ka-Healthy. Oh, Superman 19, Batman 19, Atom 19. Magkakapatid ba kayo? Yay, wala. Ipak yung background ko. Alagad Maynard TV. Grabe, alagad. Meron pa siyang alagad talaga ha. Maynard Alhambra. Wow, ang dami. Salamat. Patamsak. And hello to Ate Ann Chua from another colleague of ours who's watching. And sa Philippines, magandang umaga po. Family daw sila. Yung Superman 19, Batman 19, at Atom 19. Anyway, eto na. Introduce ko na ang I have to share my screen. And here it is. Share.
My name is Rochelle Miller. I am a hematology oncology nurse practitioner. I carry with me an extensive customer service and multicultural background, having worked in various countries around the world. I offer my patient personalized, value added service with understanding and respect of their unique cultural practices, beliefs, and family dynamics. Trust is very important in building the relationship between patients and doctors. Trust towards the providers that we are doing everything we can for the patient's best interest. Trust towards the patient and their families that they too are doing everything to make their treatment trajectory successful. The nicest thing a patient say about me is that I have given them an undivided attention and made them feel valued and respected.
There you go. Let's all welcome Dr. Rochelle Miller. Welcome, Dr. Rochelle Miller, to Hanging Out with Fleur here at F Magazine.
Thank you for inviting me, Floor.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you? It's been a long time since we saw each other.
I know, right? More than a year because of the pandemic. You know how, before I forget, Super Marcy. Marcy from Abaka Foundation is also with us. Hi, Marcy. Hello. Thank you for joining us. And she's probably going to have some questions because we're going to be talking about your education. And you know, Marcy is a teacher.
Oh,
So,
cool.
what's keeping you busy? Tell us about that.
Actually, I've been really busy since the pandemic. Our patient population have doubled, and so it's a lot of time spending with patients. Studying about their diseases, and since we cannot travel outside of the country for a while, I have done a lot of housework and improvements, just like everybody else, and just keeping myself healthy, like running solo. Basically, I used to run a lot with the group, but since the pandemic, I've been running by myself.
Okay. So, you're not able to join any marathon.
I can, however, I just want to be careful because of the patient population I'm dealing with. So a lot of my patients are post stem cell transplants, and they are actually immunocompromised.
Anong
So
transplant?
yeah, so stem cell transplant.
Stem cell
Yeah,
transplant.
most of them have the patients that we deal with are with leukemia, lymphoma, multiple myeloma, so all sorts of blood cancer,
Uh-huh.
and they are one of the hardest cancer to treat because of constant transfusion support. So we have to see them almost every other day, and they're obviously immunocompromised, and so I don't want to pass any kind of infection or diseases to them because that could be deadly.
And have you're vaccinated completely?
Yeah, so I got my first dose on December 22nd or 23rd, and then the second dose was on January 13th. So yes,
Very
I traveled.
good.
I traveled after 3 weeks later because they said, you will be fully, you will have some full immunity 2 weeks after the second dose.
And you never had the COVID.
No,
Okay,
never.
good for you.
Hmm.
So actually, I'm feeling sick today. I started having some allergy symptoms all day. Normally, it's only in the morning, but you know that I had the COVID, right? And it's gonna be 1 year on March 11. I don't know kung yay ba yun. I've completed my vaccine already. But I don't know if it's like a lingering effect of COVID-19 that medyo parang ano ko, na-anxious ako. So then I know I'm immune already
Uh-huh.
because I have the two shots and you know I had the remote history of the disease. But since today, all day meron akong sign. nasal, post-nasal drip, and I'm allergy symptoms, napapraning ako. Parang sabi ko, oh, pipila ba ako ulit to get my co? Anyway, that's just, I think, a lingering effect, and I'm, little
That's
more
true. Are you
anxious.
taking anything?
I did take Allegra.
Okay.
It doesn't work. You have to take it routinely for it to work, right? You know
Mhm.
that. So hindi PR as needed lang dapat,
Yeah.
to control it. That's what I heard. But anyway, Tamsak as naku, hindi ko makita. Napag-aalata yung edad ko. Dan Tamsak, Miss Beautiful, ka-healthy. Thank you, Arthur Chick Barnes. Foreign Style TV, Tamsak din. Okay, wash hands down. Remind tayo. Yes, yes. Thank you for the shout out, host. Okay. So, tell us naman about your journey to your doctorate degree. So, Rochelle, completed first. Where did you complete your nursing? How did you get here in the US?
So I actually graduated in the Philippines in 1992 with a bachelor's degree in accounting. I
Oh,
was an
okay.
accountant for a year and hated
Okay.
it. So I became a flight attendant for Philippine Airlines. And then
Okay. Oh my
a
God.
year or a few months later, I got an opportunity to help open Oman Air in Muscat, Oman. And the promise was that, if I stayed with Philippine Airlines, you won't be a cabin services manager until you're 40 or older. Whereas Oman Air, you could be a flight or cabin services manager in the next 2 years because we're basically opening the airline. So I joined there and I had a great time. I was 22 years old. I have traveled the world, for free. It was initially a shocking experience because, I've never been in a country with totally different culture,
Sure. Yeah.
except for traveling, of course, but not for living. But I developed a lot of friendships there. A lot of locals are very kind hearted people. We are warm and welcoming, and also I worked with like 40 different nationalities. So we live in one building. So each floor has like a Filipino
Open
floor.
country. 40
Uh,
nationalities at one time.
yes. So they
Wow.
house us in one condo. And I mean, it's obviously a high rise condo, but everybody is different nationality. And then we all cook different food so we can share and we develop friendship. Everybody spoke different languages. And then, after 7 years there, I met Dan and I ended
Oh
up,
man. In
no, actually, I met Dan here in Arizona on one of my vacations.
Oh, all right. That's
Yeah. And so
uh,
after,
Lannister husband. Yeah.
yes. And then we got engaged in Rome because I was flying a lot in Europe. So he decided to meet me there and, several times. And then we got engaged in Rome 5 months after we started dating. And then I moved here in 2001 and I was bored to death because I was not doing anything. So I decided I'm going to go back to school. Went to ASU because I'm walking distance from ASU. So I went to get um, an evaluation what do you call that? That
Credential
academic advisor.
evaluation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got an academic advising from the School of Business because I had a accounting degree, and they give me a psychological test and
Mhm.
some kind of personality test. Then my result was like they told me you're actually more inclined into nursing, and I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? They were like, well, why don't you go and see if you fit into the nursing program? So I went to the nursing program. I had my evaluation, and the academic advisor said, yeah, I think you will be a really good nurse.
Oh, wow. So, 2001 ka lang pala naging nurse. Tapos,
No, no, actually, I did not start school with ASU until 2003
okay.
because Dan and I just traveled for like a year and a half. And then when I decided I'm going back to school, that's when I went to ASU. I think it was December 2002. And then I started school by January 2003.
Wow.
So
Oh,
I
meron ka palang
graduated
nag-join.
in,
Hold on, Rochelle.
okay,
Dr. Miller. Can I call you Rochelle?
Michelle is fine.
Rochelle. It's fine. Um, Hi to Santi Melchor. Hello, kapatid. Ka-healthy siya yung uh, nag like parang leader nila. Tama ba, Santi? You founded that group. Thank you for supporting all of us in YouTube. Sobrang challenging ang YouTube. Naloka ako. But anyway, we have our Facebook as well and we're starting in YouTube. And thank you sa mga encouragement nyo. Team Ka-Healthy. Our goal is to go to 1K. It's taking us a little long time, but we'll get there. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Miller. Michelle.
So anyway, I graduated in 2005, December 2005. My first job was at Barrow Neurological Institute, ICU. And then I did not want to go back to advanced nursing studies until I was confident that my skills in the ICU were really, great.
Mm-hmm.
And so I waited until 10 years after my bachelor's degree to go back to school. And
Okay.
there was no question whether I should go to any other school but ASU because it's next to us, and Dan is a solid Sun Devil. So
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of going to U of A because their program is quite faster. But
Sun Devil. My two kids go there.
he was like, there will be no wild cats in this household. So I had to be a Sun Devil again.
Sorry, Yume.
So anyway, actually, Floor, you were instrumental in my going back to my DNP school. Remember the time when you asked me to help with your Awatuki patients in home health?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, I remember.
well,
Oh,
I was
thank
doing
you.
that.
I didn't even know about that. Oh,
Yeah,
you were just
well, I was
asking me.
well, I was doing that. I felt very frustrated because there were things that like I could have done faster, but because I cannot write prescription or any treatment, I was like, man, why can't I do that? So I said I have to go back to school in order to do this. So I would thank you for that, actually, for helping me realize that, oh yeah, I need to go back to school.
Oh, you're welcome. And then, so how long did it take you to finish your doctorate
So
degree?
the doctorate program with ASU is 3 years, and it's around the clock, so there's no break. It's a trimester. So we started in August of 2015, and we graduated on May 2018. Um, I was lucky to get the job before my graduation. So after graduation, I took a month off to go to Europe to see my family. And then I started my new job as stem cell transplant or bone marrow transplant nurse practitioner in August of 2018.
Okay. But you did not practice nursing in other countries, so
No,
everything
no, it
legal in
was
the
only here.
US.
I got
Yeah.
my degree here, and
Yeah.
I practiced nursing here.
Okay. Well, I'm distracted by a lot of medals sa likod mo. So, ano ba yan? I know you do marathons, you join marathons. How long have you been running, Lucia?
So I actually, the reason I started running is when I was working in the neuro ICU, I had to lift very heavy patients, and they are dead weight because they are medically induced coma. So I was like, oh man, I need to exercise. I need to have endurance to do 12-hour shifts and not fall asleep or get so tired. So I slowly started running, and it was a walk run. I downloaded a program from Runner's World. That's actually how I started running. And then after a week, I was like, oh, I could actually run straight for 5 minutes. And then it was just a build up after build up.
Ako
But
1 minute. Wala pa 1 minute.
one of the reasons why I stayed is because I joined race. So the first running race that I participated was the Pat Tillman's Run, and it's a
Okay.
4.2 miles in Tempe. And since then, I fell in love with the how how good the group of runners are. Most of the time they do it for a common good, like to raise funds for something greater than themselves. And so that's how I got hooked. So from a short distance, I went into 10K to a half marathon to a full marathon. So I've been running since 2008.
Okay.
And the only time that I did not run a marathon
Mhm.
was last year when there was COVID. That
Wow.
was the first ever.
Was it
Usually I run,
hard to not
yeah.
be able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Love? No?
Yes.
Well, can you show us those medals?
Oh,
Are
okay.
those
So
the one, two, three, four, five, six? Those are the six countries na
yeah.
kompleto mo na?
So the
What
ones
is
that
it called?
I actually have 100 medals, but
Oh my God.
these are six.
Hindi ka competitive.
It's on the other side of the wall, and it's
Wow.
plugged in into the wall. But that one is special because it's called World Marathon Majors. And when I did
Majors.
that, it's basically the top six most prestigious marathon in the world. So it's Boston Marathon.
Teka muna, hulaan ko. Ay, hindi ko alam. Tokyo, right?
Yes,
Tokyo, hold on. London.
yes.
You already said Boston. New York, kasama ba? Hindi na isa na lang yun?
New York, yes.
Kasama rin? Okay,
Uh-huh.
Boston. Okay. O, hindi ko na alam yung dalawa.
So
Paris.
the other two are Chicago,
Ah.
and the sixth one is Berlin.
Oh, which one
So
is your favorite and why?
um, I actually like all of them because they're all so different. But the best crowd is
Yeah,
actually in Chicago.
really? Why?
So when I ran the Chicago Marathon in 2009, the temperature was 27 degrees. It
Wow.
was so cold that I could not feel my legs, so I ran so fast.
And that was your favorite?
But my favorite is because even though it was so cold, there were a lot of people on the streets cheering, and I was like,
Oh.
"There's no way
People you
Arizona
don't
would come out."
know. You didn't bring cheerers for you.
No, it was only
No.
me and Dan. Yeah.
Does
So
Dan run too?
no. He
Okay.
did try a 5K, but he
Okay.
said his ankle hurts because he had some injury before. He had
I
never had any
see.
surgery, so that's why it's lingering. But he likes to watch.
Okay. And of course, full support sa'yo.
Yes,
Hindi
yes.
ka masyado competitive. More than 100 medals. Talaga. My God. Well, Michelle, so the other part ng ating interview is like, we want to know how you won the lottery and pero hindi ka naman, oh, millionaire ka.
Oh, diba?
Hindi pera ang napanalunan ni Risha. Tell us about that. Oh, well, let me share this one. Is it okay to share your Facebook page? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna play the video. But
sure.
so ano na panalunan mo at paano ka nanalo?
So I did not know anything about the wave until 2009 when Microsoft Windows 7
Aha.
had their wallpaper,
Aha.
and it's the wave Arizona, and I was like, where the hell is
Wave.
this?
Okay. So, makikita natin ang the wave in a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was searching online, and it says the only way you can get there is if you win a lottery. And I was like, why is this so special? And they said it's because it's a 200 million-year-old area, and it's actually formed by the wind. So it's a Jurassic period, and you could actually see the marks from dinosaurs in that area. So the wind was the one that forced the sandstone to look like that. And we
Oh.
felt that when we hiked, it was 40-mile-an-hour wind, and our mouth were covered in sand actually. Luckily, I was wearing glasses, so nothing got into my eyes, and but the rest of our body were covered in sand. But to start with, when I found out about this, so how they do it is it's managed by the Bureau of Land Management by the
Mhm.
U.S. government. So it's a federal, they consider it a federal land.
Aha.
And um, it used to be a local secret. And then apparently a German company filmed a documentary there and showed it in Germany. And every Germans and Europeans who saw that documentary wanted to see the wave. So they started writing to the Bureau of Land Management that they wanted to go there. And the
Mhm.
Bureau of Land Management were shocked. "Well, how did this happen?" And they found out later that because it was of that film. And so they decided, okay, we have to protect this area. This is so fragile. We cannot have like 100,000 people come here every time.
Yeah.
So they decided to do a lottery system, and this is actually decided by Congress. The senators and the congressmen are the one that made this decision. So um, they raffle 10 spots 4 months ahead. So
Okay,
like let's say,
nag-raffle sila ng 10 spots.
yeah, 4 months ahead. So like let's say if you want to hike on June 14, you they will raffle that on February 14. So
Oh,
4 months ahead.
okay.
The other 10 spots they will give in person. So I've been wanting to do that, but it's like you have to really plan ahead.
Person. So how does that work?
Huh?
How does that work?
Okay. So what we did is, because I participated online, and I didn't participate every month, but a lot of people do. I participated online once a year, and I picked what date I wanted to go, but I never won anything. It's once a year. So since 2009, probably like at least 5 times I participated. So I was like, you know what? I usually have good luck in lottery, or something about gambling, but I usually don't gamble. But when I do, I actually win. So I decided with my friend.
I'm sorry, Rochelle.
It's all
I'm
right.
trying to let's pause while this one is going on. Rochelle,
Yeah, that's fine.
ayan. Are you able to see it?
I
Ayun.
actually um I
Nalan.
actually
On the,
posted this one, the Coyote Buttes North, that has more pictures of the
this
wave.
one, okay. So
Yeah.
let's watch this one.
I've got one more song for
Ay!
you. And Georgia,
What happened to her? Oh, maybe she's an advertisement.
Oh, is that an advertisement?
I don't know. I guess so.
So this is the beginning of your hike?
It was somewhere like around mile 1 or mile 2.
Okay.
Like when you're going down to the valley and then you go up again.
Okay.
Right there.
Ito
That's the
yun.
one.
Ito yung Coyote Buttes North.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is the one.
There you
Okay,
go.
let's watch this one.
Yeah.
And you can tell us,
Yeah, so that's where we met on the day that we were hiking.
uy, ano yun?
The cows. So you won't believe this, floor. So I went with my friend the day before, because they would give the hiking permit for the following day.
Oh,
We were skiing in Flagstaff on Monday. After skiing in Flagstaff, we drove to Page because I didn't want to drive all the way to Kanab. The raffle is in Kanab, but it was late already. So we stayed overnight in.
Oh my God, look at the clouds.
I know. And these are the natural colors. I did not enhance them at all.
Oh, wow.
And then the next day we drove to Kanab, which was an hour and a half from Page. And the raffle is at 9 a.m., but you have to be there at 9:30 to fill out the forms. So the policy is they will raffle for 4 groups or 10 people, whichever comes first.
There's a wave.
Yes, that's the entrance.
Yeah. Oh my God, kinikilabutan ako.
Yeah.
Ang ganda-ganda naman. Oh my God, that is so breathtaking.
It's really beautiful.
Oh, and then meron pang ice.
It's out of this world. Yeah, because there were snow on Thursday and Friday. And that's how we ended up with the group, because during the raffle, 4 groups were picked, and group 1 was by herself, and then group 2, my friend and I, and then the third group that was picked was by himself, and then the last group was a group of 4. So there were 8 of us that won the lottery that day.
Okay, so
however, the first group, she was by herself, and so she asked me and my friend, "Can I come with you?" And she was like, I'm COVID vaccinated. And so I asked, what do you do? And she's an ER physician assistant from Kansas.
Oh, wow.
And she traveled all the way just to do the wave. That's her in the picture, in the video. And then the other person that was by himself was an anesthesiologist from San Antonio, Texas, the guy. So we're like, oh my God, we're all COVID vaccinated. So yeah, let's have a group, because During the orientation, the Bureau of Land Management told us that the snow and the water made the trailhead impassable, so we cannot drive there without like a high clearance four-wheel drive. So we were
Oh
like, I don't
my
want
God, I
to
don't want to
go
play
in
it
my car.
again.
So we decided we're gonna hire a guide. So luckily we got a guide that was, I mean, reasonably priced. So we split it up into four. And then 3 miles into the drive, the trailhead is about maybe 8.5 miles from the freeway or from the road, but there's no signal, there's no cell reception at all. Three
So,
miles into the
sa
trailhead
mga
are,
nag-aabang ng ano, ng lottery, um, meron bang hindi nanalo? Like,
yeah,
how
so
many
there
were
were,
not able to get in?
yeah, so there were 45 people who were there present that day, and they only picked four groups.
Oh,
So they
so
said out of like a lot of people, they said it's about 200,000 or more every year who participates in the raffle.
but then you
Probably more.
can't buy.
Yes, only 4% of those people win the lottery.
Wow. So 4 times 4, so 16 out of the 45 people. Tama
Yeah,
ba?
yeah.
That,
So there's only 8 of us who got the
oh,
ticket.
oh, 8 lang. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
8.
Yun yung
So they
favorite ko.
would take.
Sa mga favorite ko yung besides the wave was the shot wherein you had ang ganda ng clouds. Parang
Yeah,
mistles.
yeah. So that's what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
saying. We
Yeah.
said it couldn't be a more perfect day. It was,
I
the
know,
clouds were
swerte.
beautiful. They were low hanging. Um,
Swerte. Pero, okay, how long is the hike?
so the hike is not that long. It's actually like eight and a half maybe, because what we did
Eight
is
and a half miles?
8.5 miles.
Oh, layo nun!
So we were prepared.
Oh my God. Relative naman to your level, madam. Dr. Miller.
We were
That's 8.5
prepared.
miles.
We were prepared to hike 24 miles round trip.
What the hell?
And
24 miles?
yeah, because we
That's
were like,
going to Lake Havasupai. It's like 11 one way, right?
Habasupa is
11
12.
Have you been there?
Yes, in
Oh
2009.
my God.
And
But
I hike it with three girlfriends from St. Joe's.
wow.
And we camped overnight. I think we stayed for like 2 or 3 nights.
Okay.
The camp.
So I'm sure you've been through the Antelope Canyons, right?
Yes.
So are you allowed to like hold those scents? Yeah, okay lang, di ba? Parang ganun yung feel nung mga canyons. Then,
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So the best thing about the wave is it's total wilderness, so there's no trail.
okay, so where's the trail? What if you get lost?
So that's why a lot of people get lost.
What the? Okay, ano mangyayari pag nawala ka patay?
So they have a map that they give it to us during orientation. And the map has like visual pictures of how it's supposed to look like when you're hiking towards the wave.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna be lost there. I'm gonna get lost there and I won't be able to find my way back. Pero,
It is. It's really hard because
oh my God, mawawala ako dyan.
yeah, so that's what we decided we're just gonna hire a guide, because we're like, even though we have a map, we have GPS,
Yeah.
but you won't really enjoy it because you'll be worried about getting lost.
Oh, so meron naman palang tour guide.
Yeah, so there's tour guides, and they're usually in Canab or in
Yun, ano yun? Is that a mountain? Ano yun? Yung nandun sa mountain.
oh, that was a bighorn sheeps.
Ah.
Yeah.
May goat din ba doon?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, they have mountain goats.
Mountain goats.
They also have mountain lions.
Ito sa Sedona.
That's
so
Sedona.
one of our team ka-healthy, sabi niya favorite niya yung Sedona. Ako na-miss ko na yung mga Chona M2, hello! Teka lang, mag-hello muna tayo.
Yes.
Rain Rose, daming followers sa YouTube. Hello, thank you sa iyong mga tips for us to get more audience. Hechanova TV. You got this. So, at salamat ulit, Team Ka-Healthy. Balik tayo kay Rochelle. So, ayan, yung, three deaths near the wave. Ano naman to?
Well,
Oh.
because as I told you,
So,
there's
what's
no
the
proper
difficulty
trail.
level? Yung level ng difficulty ng trails? Is it easy, moderate, or
I
difficult?
would consider it moderate. It's definitely not for couch potatoes.
Ouch! Ayan, look at your
No,
profile.
because
Oh,
the
look at
reason why
that.
the reason why is because it's sandy.
Pero parang wala naman siyang sand. Parang bato lang.
No, because I took only photos of the rocks, but
Oh.
there is a big area going in. It's all uphill and they're all sand.
Oh, okay, okay,
So,
okay.
in the sand, you basically, you only can do very little steps.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you got your
So
COVID
I
vaccine
would
over here.
I would suggest maybe do several hikes before hiking the wave. So there's a checklist of the wave there that was given by
Here,
the.
let's show it. Let's read it. Go ahead, read it, Rochelle.
So get an early start. So we actually started at 7:30, but then our 4x4 stalled. So we had to walk for a mile before we got rescued by another orthopedic surgeon. I guess all the healthcare workers were doing the wave that day.
Aha.
So because when we came back, it was like 3:30 in the afternoon and it was really hot. So they said start early so that you could turn around. It's about a 6-hour hike if you could go to all the important points in the area.
6 hours. Eh, kayo, ilan yung ginawa nyo?
We did 6 hours without. The only time we took a break was we took a lunch and we sat and ate our lunch looking at the wave. That was the only time, and it was probably about 10 minutes.
Wow.
So it was continuous
Tita,
hiking for 6
6
hours.
hours.
And you can't pee because there's no area to pee.
Oh, I can hold my blood.
I
So
know.
all
As a
13
nurse,
hours were
that's
nurses.
our talent.
Sisiw yung 6 hours. Plus probably sobrang ma-dehydrate ka na, so you conserve naman your fluids.
Yeah, so they tell you to bring 1 gallon of water per person during the winter.
Naubos mo?
Huh?
Naubos mo yon?
Yeah, I finished everything.
Okay. So, okay.
And then in the summer it's 2 gallons because obviously in the summer it's hotter,
Yeah.
so you drink more water.
Oh.
But we brought salty snacks. I got the good hiking shoes. I did not bring a waterproof shoes because they usually have holes that the water could get through. So I know
Meron
that.
ka bang nadaanan na may tubig?
Yeah, so we did. So we had an area that the water was up to our knees. So we removed our shoes because it was just a small.
Exciting. Okay.
And then we put our shoes back.
Okay.
But I got a good solid shoes from Timberland, so not a single sand got into my shoes.
Wow.
Head cover, so they advise you to wear hats, sunscreen, obviously. Stay in groups because it's easy to get lost. And then pack in and pack out. They don't want you to live in
pack it in, pack it out. What do you mean by that?
So they don't allow people to camp there or sleep there. So they want you to whatever you bring in, like food or anything, you take it out with you. So all your garbage has to be taken out with you.
Okay.
And then I did follow this. I put my phone on airplane mode because there were no signals. So you can't do anything with a phone that's dead. So you might as well put it in airplane
to
mode.
Conserve battery life.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So the walking sticks, I did not use. None of us on the 4 of us in the group used.
Paano naman? Pro naman kayo?
I don't think we need walking sticks, but I saw other people that had walking sticks.
Okay.
And then it says dig a 6 inches hole to bury your waist. I guess some people poop there and they have to bury it 6 inches underneath the ground.
Fertilizer. Buti
Yes.
6 feet, 6 inches lang naman.
6 inches.
Bring insect repellent. Meron ba? May insect?
So I did not had any insect bite, but they said some people, like especially during monsoon, there's some pools of water that hangs out and it causes a lot of mosquitoes. But when we went, there were no pools of water, so I did not have any mosquito bite or anything. So
Ganda ng clouds.
I know, right? It's like
Grabe.
um a landscape artist paradise or something.
Right.
At least a
So,
photographer.
kailan kayo kailangan umuwi? Like, what time does the park close?
So actually, this is it's a wilderness, so they don't have hours. They just don't want you to camp there.
Okay. So you
They,
can actually stay and see the
yeah, see the
sunset.
stars. Yeah, there are some people. I actually joined the Arizona Wave hiking group before
Uh-huh.
this trip because I wanted to find out about that, the road conditions and all that. And there are some people posting pictures at 4 in the morning, or with
For the sunrise naman.
with the night photos, night shots, and it's gorgeous at night, just as gorgeous as during the day. But
So you were
there are
there
mountain
7.
lions there, so I don't think I would like to stay overnight.
So you went there you started hiking at 7:30, you finished in 6 hours. So that's
So we left Kanab at 7:30, but we were actually not hiking until about 9:30 because it was like an hour and a half to drive to the trailhead,
uh-huh.
to drive to the main, from the main road to the trailhead. And then the trailhead is like 8.5 miles before the main area where the sandy Coyote Wash was, which
Uh-huh.
is the start of the hike. But around mile 3, our 4x4, the one that we rented with a guide, the 4x4 stalled. So we were like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? So the
Ayun na
tour
yun.
guide said, don't worry, I'm going to send a satellite signal to the company. They're going to send a new 4x4. So we were like, we're not going to sit here. It's 28 degrees in the morning. So we better start walking. So he said, okay, when the new 4x4 arrives, then we'll pick you up. And so we started hiking, and then Subaru came and asked us, hey guys, do you need a ride? Your tour guide told us that, or told me that, your car broke down, so I can give you a ride. And it turned out he was an orthopedic surgeon from Toledo, Ohio. So he gave us a ride to the main Coyote Wash. And
Uh-huh.
then he hiked on the other trail because he did not win the lottery. He hiked on the other trail, which was called Buckskin Gulch. And we went to the wave. And then once we started hiking the wash, our tour guide arrived. And so he basically directed us where to go.
Ito na yung favorite ko na
Yeah, that's really, really nice.
cloud.
The cloud is amazing.
So amazing.
Hmm.
Okay.
We were so shocked when we got into the wave that none of us, among the four of us, none of us had a video of the wave itself.
What do you mean? Like,
Like the wave itself, because these are just the areas going to the wave.
well, you have your
I
on
had a
your
picture, but
profile
the
photo,
video, not the
that's
real
the wave.
videos. I did not took a video. I did not
Ah,
take a video, and
video.
so are my friends. They did not take a video either because we were just, jaw
So
dropped.
done. Like,
Yeah.
natulala kayo sa ganda ng
Yes, natulala ang
wave.
mga
So, puro photos lang. Sayang. Dapat
yeah,
video. Then you can capture the photo in your video. But
exactly.
regardless, you were
Yeah.
busy taking photos and admiring what's around you.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like this girl, she was the ED physician assistant. I
yeah.
took a picture of her taking photo. It's just gorgeous, you know.
Grabe, ang ganda,
Mhm.
oh. Ayun ang pinakamaganda.
Look at that. These are all
Oh,
created by
wow.
sand for 200 million years. It's crazy.
Wow.
So apparently only
Ah,
Arizona has this beauty. So the rest of the world wants to see it. That's why it's so hard to get in.
I like this one, sunburst shot. So it really made you feel that you really won the lottery, diba?
Yes, I did because they said it's only 4% of the people who participates.
Rochelle, is this the sand? Those
Yes.
are sand
Yeah.
part. So pula rin siya. Ayan ang
Yeah.
sand. Okay.
Yeah, I did not change the color at all. These are the color based on the light that day.
Wow. So
Mhm.
hindi kayo inabot ng, oh, there's the wave.
Yeah.
Hindi kayo inabot ng sunset.
No, because we
Natakot
all
pa rin
wanted
kayo?
to, yeah. My friend and I wanted to drive back to Flagstaff, and then the other two, they wanted to go home too. We were all tired by that time. I was starving. I was hungry.
Yeah,
It was good that,
grabe.
but we could have stayed longer if we wanted to. But I think our tour guide kind of had a hard day for himself too, so he wanted to leave.
Ganda.
But it's yeah, but
Was
it's
it cold? How's the temperature? You said,
so the low was 28 that day and the high was 53, but I was sweating.
okay. Ano naman 'to, parang ostrich.
Okay.
Joke.
So
Ostrich
the
weather.
reason those are iron deposits on the rocks.
So pula
Those are
siya
the ones that
na
makes the rock
red.
red. So when the
Okay.
iron kind of, spread out, it looks just like Sedona rocks.
Oh, look at those clouds.
I know it's like the clouds were just there perfectly.
Oh, and you
Mhm.
have a little
Yeah, that's the
window.
window. That's called the Melody Arch.
Melody Arch. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. That's
Yeah,
the Melody Arch. Why?
I
Kumakanta ba
guess
kayo dyan?
I guess it looks this one look is an arch, and then maybe the melody of the wind, because you could hear the wind zoom zoom zoom.
Malakas ba yung hangin?
Oh yeah, it's 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Wow.
Yeah, so our lips were like full of sand. The ears, the
Sabi ko
hair, it's full
nga.
of sand.
So, bukod sa wave, may mga arches din siya.
Yes, yes. So they're important points. Obviously is the wave, and then they have the mini wave, the
What's the
second
mini
wave,
wave?
top of the rock. They
Okay.
have the Melody Arch, the alcove. They have the Hamburger Rock.
Oh,
That's top of the arch. And then they have the Cheeseburger Arch. The Cheeseburger.
ito ba yung mga hamburgers mo?
That's the Hamburger Arch. Oh, Hamburger
Ah,
Rock. And then they have the Cheeseburger.
asa na cheeseburger dyan?
You have to go back. I think
I'm,
it's on top of the rock, like on top of everything. Hold on, let me just keep
oh,
going back. I think you saw it earlier. Where is it?
ito yung
That's
hamburger.
hamburger, yeah, that's hamburger.
Okay, well, we missed the
Yeah,
cheeseburger.
so this is
Kinain na.
called the Fatali's boneyard, the one that has a little rock scattered around.
Ito?
Yeah, because
What are,
apparently they found a lot of dinosaur bones there before.
aha.
Mhm. Or bones or whatever, fossilized bones of the dinosaur.
Ito na yung mga talagang actual wave going in.
Yeah, so this is the wave on the other side. We were basically passing by to go somewhere else, and we were just looking down to that.
Tapos may mga yellow, may
Yeah.
ice. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Iba
So
naman ang ano niya.
that is the second wave.
That's the second wave. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, look at the clouds
I
again.
know the clouds is like it's like a masterful art.
Grabe
And
to.
then this is like
Oh, what is that
the
one?
slot canyon.
Where's the slot canyon?
So it's a small slot area where we actually went thread the water to get out.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you go further, there is hold on, where's the maybe after that. Yeah, so
ito?
yeah, so we go through there and there's like a water, knee deep water. So we got through that area and there's the sun.
I need the water.
Not yet. That's like the
Are we
beginning.
gonna see that water here?
Yeah, so this girl is walking first in front of me.
Okay.
And then
No. Oh.
so she went down first and it was up to her knees. So we remove our shoes.
Uh-huh.
We walk through, but it's a short, it's not that bad at all.
Sobrang lamig din ng tubig.
Yeah, the water was freezing.
Ay, just
Mhm.
Lord.
But it was a good, like now we're putting our shoes back. It was a good
Okay.
break for our feet. You got the cool
Oh.
water after hiking all day. And that's the Sand Cove.
Oh. Oh, wow.
But in this area, there's another called the Buckskin Gulch, and that one is a slot canyon, the longest slot canyon in the world.
Really?
Uh-huh. And apparently it's a 21-mile hike, but they said it's gorgeous.
Oh my God. Grabe. We're gonna finish through all of this.
Yeah.
I'm not even tired watching this one.
So after
Oh,
after the hike we had to sign out
uh,
because
that's it. Tapos na.
yeah.
Gusto ko pa.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
you have to
because
sign out. Okay, tell
they
us
have to
about
know
it.
if we got out or not, so they could send search and
Oh,
rescue.
okay. So, how much is it? Do you have to pay to get in after
So
you?
just like any public land, it's like $7. We pay the lottery $7 each.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
$7. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God, what a trip.
Because it's owned by U.S. government, so our tax dollars pay for everything for maintenance. So $7 is a permit.
Oh, ayan na ang ending natin.
Mhm.
Oh my God, well, parang ayoko pang
So
matapos.
they said your chances of winning is better in person than in online lottery.
Okay, we're back. Hello. Ayokong bumalik dito. Gusto ko pang tumingin ng mga litratong magaganda.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
Super.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing us to the wave.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot to bring my skateboard. It could have been like doing the wave.
It's not allowed, right? No. I would think it's not allowed, right? It's not.
Well, you cannot skateboard, obviously, because when
It's,
we were actually stepping on the rocks, I was kind of sad because some of the troughs of the rock kind of broke off. So I
oh,
was like, now I understand why they don't want a lot of people walking here because it's really fragile.
yeah. And we need to
So,
preserve that.
yep,
Yeah.
it's such a natural beauty.
All right. Ay, thank you so much, Dr. Michelle Miller. So, ayan, bukod sa isa siyang Doctor of Nursing Practice, marathoner, and now, super lucky to have won the lottery sa Wave. Yay!
Thank you, Flor.
You and one more time, shout out to everyone who stayed with us and watched um uh, this journey with Dr. Michelle Miller. She brought us to the wave. So parang andun na rin ako, yung pakaramdam
Yeah.
ko. I don't know if I will be as lucky as you winning that lottery. Pero masaya na ako sa nakita ko, and I hope all those people who watched us tonight enjoyed also going through the wave. And thank
Yes.
you for narrating your journey through that Slat Canyon and yung arches, and of course, Coyote Buttes, the wave.
All right.
And your goodbye words to everyone, Dr. Miller.
So I think the only I would for people who like adventures, and I love adventures. I have my friend and I, the one I hiked with, Leah. Like me, she's been to over 95 countries, and we actually say we never seen anything like the wave. And it's really, I think Arizona should be very proud, and we should, protect that natural beauty. But if you really want to go and see it, suggest you start hiking. It's not a very difficult hike if you hike regularly. Also apply during the middle of the week. I think your chances of getting into winning the lottery is better in the middle of the week than in the weekends, because a lot of people drive there for the weekend. They only do the raffle Monday to Friday, by the way. So they don't do raffle Saturday and Sunday. And the raffle is done for the hike that is going to happen the next day. So,
You
um,
have to stay overnight. You
yes,
have to stay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you have to stay overnight because you have to win the lottery first. So that what we did is we won the lottery on Tuesday and we hiked on Wednesday. And then after the hike, we just drove straight to Flagstaff. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's something that I think, we should be able to see and enjoy. And
Mhm.
to get there, we just have to stay healthy and have a good cardio endurance.
Yeah. Um, Michelle, if you'll allow me, I'll just use your page kasi nandun na rin ako sa page mo.
Sure.
I just wanna browse through the fundraising effort that we are doing for our kababayan.
Yes.
Um, Hold on, okay.
Roselle, right?
Right.
Yeah, I shared her GoFundMe page there.
Right. Right here, guys. If you have extra money to share, one of our kababayans, Rosel, is needing help for her cancer treatment. So just go to Rochelle Miller's page, my page on Facebook. And again, Korea Luz, Boy Boys America is also helping her, all of us, the attorney Lemuel Carlos, and and also Macbeth Torno. Most of all, it's Annie Molina Manuel and Kathy Youngs, who are spreading this news for the community here in Arizona. It's particularly in Phoenix na tumulong para kay Rosel. Salamat sa lahat na nag-donate and how much do we have right now?
I think the
Let's
last time I saw it was close to 10,000. Yeah, 9,000. Yeah.
9,490.
Hmm.
So very good. And I still have some checks that people gave me and I'll deposit it directly to her account and then I'll just post para may transparency. Um and I
I
think
sent
that's
her
all.
every day. I checked on her and I asked how she's doing, and she said that she's doing well.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
on
are you friends on Facebook? I'm not friends with her on
yeah.
Facebook.
I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Oh, okay. But you knew her before the fact or
No, I
after?
only
Oh,
know her because I think I saw several posting from people from Yuma, but
uh-huh.
also one of the Filipino Association of Cancer Practitioners.
Uh-huh.
I'm a member of that, and he told me about her that they actually based in Washington D.C. and they're trying to help her too.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a good opportunity for us to learn about lingering effects of COVID and how COVID would affect our neurological system.
Yeah.
And it will be on February 11 at 4 p.m. with Dr. Patricio Reyes. So check our Facebook page sa F Magazine and register. So there's that one with Dr. Patricia Reyes. And I'd like to greet Miss Marie Canning, amiga, happy birthday. Lucette Sampier, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Candy, happy birthday. And I think that's it. And happy Valentine's Day na rin in advance. And sino pa ba? Oh, may ikakasal sa linggo.
Oh,
Bengtan, congratulations in advance. Excited. And lastly, I'd like to thank, of course, Jamal for always helping me out with, the show. And my kilay, Raquel Beauty Zone. Hindi pa siya tapos, but I'm so happy. And of course, my skin, Jen. Thank you, Jen Garcia from Med Spa. Halo Halo Kitchen, always there to support us. Grace Home Healthcare, of course. Otherwise, wala ako dito sa show. Eight Angels and Let It Glow by Letty Regindin. Ayun lang. Ikaw, meron ka gusto pa salamatan?
no,
Si Dan.
yes, Sidan.
Okay. Well, thank you again, Dr. Rochelle Miller, hanging out with us tonight. And thank you. We appreciate you taking us to the wave.
Thank you, Floor. Have a good day.
So, ako na. Bye. So there you have it, Dr. Rochelle Miller. We really appreciate your precious time spent with us. And again, we loved going to the wave virtually with you. And congratulations for winning the lottery. And again, guys, if you don't play, you're not gonna you're not gonna win. So let's try our luck and win the lottery sa the wave. And another pointers is like continue advance your nursing degree to a higher level. You have a lot of time, if you have a lot of time, spare time, enroll in certification in other CEU or continuing education units, or pursue higher degree of learning like get your master's degree and your doctorate. And again, salamat sa Team Ka Healthy for staying all night with us. Salamat sa thumbs up. Thanks for sharing our page on YouTube and Facebook Live. Good night everyone and good morning Philippines. Salamat din sa lahat ng nanood sa Philippines. Thank you. Bye! See you next week.